In the wild, we often think of predators as rivals, locked in a battle for survival. But what happens when two apex hunters team up? Recently, a ranger captured footage of a bear collaborating with a wolf pack during a hunt, sparking intrigue and disbelief. What drove these natural adversaries to work together? And what secrets of the wild does this extraordinary event reveal? Stay tuned as we uncover the astonishing truth behind this rare alliance. In the vast and untamed wilderness, the sight of a bear and a wolf pack sharing the same space is usually a prelude to tension or even conflict. These apex predators are known for their fierce independence and competitive natures, often vying for the same resources in a constant battle for survival. Yet, on one fateful day, an event unfolded that left even the most seasoned wildlife experts astounded. A ranger, equipped with a camera and years of field experience, stumbled upon an extraordinary scene. A massive bear moving alongside a pack of wolves, not as an intruder or aggressor, but as an apparent ally. At first glance, the behavior seemed inexplicable. Bears and wolves occupy similar ecological niches and are often in direct competition for food. A bear, with its immense size and strength, typically dominates any encounter, often driving wolf packs away from kills to claim the spoils for itself. Wolves, with their sharp intellect and teamwork, are rarely passive in the face of such encounters. They have been observed harassing bears to protect their kills, or even trying to intimidate them into retreat. The dynamic is almost always adversarial, rooted in the primal instincts of survival. But what the ranger witnessed defied these established norms. The bear, a formidable grizzly with a towering presence, was not attempting to steal food or assert dominance. Instead, it moved with purpose alongside the wolves, mirroring their patterns and participating in what appeared to be a coordinated hunt. The wolves, in turn, seemed unperturbed by the bear's presence. They neither showed signs of fear nor aggression, acting as though the bear were a member of their pack. It was a scene of harmony, cooperation, and shared intent, a stark contrast to the rivalry typically observed between these species. The setting of this remarkable event added to the intrigue. The area was a dense forest interspersed with open meadows, a region abundant in prey, but also subject to harsh environmental pressures. Food sources were likely limited during this particular season, pushing both species to adapt in unexpected ways. The ranger speculated that this scarcity could have been the catalyst for the unusual alliance. With prey harder to come by, both predators may have seen an opportunity to pool their strengths for mutual benefit. As the ranger observed from a concealed vantage point, the interaction between the bear and wolves revealed a surprising level of coordination. The wolves took the lead, moving in their usual formation, with scouts darting ahead to assess the terrain and track prey. The bear followed at a measured pace, its massive form adding an undeniable sense of power to the group. When the wolves signaled the presence of potential prey, a lone elk grazing in the meadow, the bear appeared to take its cue, positioning itself strategically to block the elk's escape. The hunt itself was a masterclass in teamwork. The wolves executed their classic strategy of encirclement, driving the elk toward the waiting bear. The bear's role was clear: to deliver the fatal blow. Its immense strength and speed made it a formidable asset in the final moments of the hunt. As the elk made a desperate attempt to flee, the bear lunged forward, its powerful swipe ending the chase with a single, decisive strike. The wolves, far from being sidelined, moved in immediately to assist in subduing the prey and beginning the process of dismantling the carcass. For the ranger, this scene was both thrilling and perplexing. What could have motivated these natural competitors to cooperate so effectively? Was this a one-time event born of desperation, or could it be indicative of a broader shift in predator behavior? The questions were as numerous as they were profound, prompting the ranger to document every detail meticulously. The interaction between the bear and the wolves suggested a level of understanding and adaptability that challenged traditional notions of animal behavior. This moment in the wild offered a rare glimpse into the complexities of interspecies relationships. It underscored the idea that survival often requires innovation and that even nature's fiercest competitors are capable of setting aside their differences when the stakes are high. The ranger, though awed by what they had witnessed, could not shake the feeling that this was only the beginning of a larger story, one that would require further observation and study to fully understand. The sight of a bear and a wolf pack hunting together was not just an anomaly, it was a revelation, a testament to the unpredictable and awe-inspiring nature of life in the wild. The hunt began with an air of quiet tension, the kind that precedes a momentous event. The ranger watched from a concealed position as the wolves fanned out, their sleek bodies moving like shadows through the underbrush. Their ears flicked forward, noses twitching, as they caught the faint scent of potential prey. Behind them, the bear moved with an almost unnatural grace for a creature of its size, its massive paws silent against the forest floor. The scene was surreal, an eerie blend of calculated strategy and raw power, and it was clear that something extraordinary was unfolding. The wolves took the lead, their actions precise and purposeful. Each member of the pack seemed to know its role without hesitation. Two scouts darted ahead, noses close to the ground, tracing the faint tracks left by an elk herd. A third wolf lingered behind, keeping watch for any threats that might jeopardize the hunt. The rest of the pack followed at a measured pace, conserving energy for the chase. The bear trailed just a few paces behind, its hulking form a stark contrast to the lean and agile wolves. Yet, there was no sense of discord. Instead, the group moved as if guided by a shared understanding. After several minutes of tracking, the scouts paused, their bodies tense. They had picked up a stronger scent trail, one that led to a clearing ahead. The rest of the pack slowed, their ears swiveling to catch the subtle signals from their leaders. The bear, too, halted, lifting its massive head to sniff the air. The prey was close. The ranger, heart-pounding, adjusted their position for a better view, careful not to disturb the unfolding drama. As the pack approached the edge of the clearing, the target came into view. A lone elk grazing, unaware of the danger. It was a mature animal, its muscles taut with strength, but its isolation made it vulnerable. The wolves crouched low, their eyes locked on the prey. The bear remained upright, its presence almost imperceptible as it blended into the shadows. The strategy was clear. The wolves would initiate the chase, driving the elk towards the bear, which would act as the hammer to their anvil. The wolves made their move with explosive precision. Two broke cover and sprinted towards the elk, their sudden appearance startling it into a panicked run. The rest of the pack emerged in a wide arc, cutting off potential escape routes and funneling the elk toward the intended path. The elk, realizing the trap too late, veered sharply to the right, directly into the path of the waiting bear. This was the moment the bear had been preparing for. With a burst of speed that seemed impossible for its size, the bear surged forward, intercepting the elk's desperate flight. The elk tried to pivot, its hooves skidding against the soft earth, but the bear was faster. With a single powerful swipe of its paw, the bear struck the elk's flank, knocking it off balance. The wolves, quick to capitalize on the opportunity, closed in from all sides, their sharp teeth targeting the elk's legs to prevent it from regaining its footing. The battle was swift and brutal. The elk struggled valiantly, its powerful legs kicking out in defiance, but the combined efforts of the wolves and the bear were overwhelming. The bear delivered the final blow, a crushing bite that ended the elk's struggle. As the prey collapsed, the wolves retreated momentarily, their sides heaving from the exertion. The bear stood over the kill, its chest rising and falling with deep breaths. For a moment there was silence, the forest holding its breath in the wake of the hunt. What followed was a display of cooperation that further defied expectations. The bear, instead of asserting dominance and claiming the kill entirely for itself, stepped back slightly, allowing the wolves to approach. The pack leader, a large, scarred wolf with piercing yellow eyes, advanced cautiously, its posture both respectful and assertive. The bear gave a low rumble, not of aggression, but of acknowledgement, and the wolf began to feed, soon joined by the rest of the pack. The ranger, still hidden, marveled at the scene. The distribution of the kill was not random, but appeared almost orderly. The wolves took turns eating, their movements coordinated to avoid conflict. The bear waited, consuming its share only after the wolves had begun to step back, their hunger sated. It was a display of mutual benefit, a partnership born not of necessity alone, but of an unspoken agreement that transcended species boundaries. The hunt had been a master class in adaptability and collaboration. Each participant brought unique strengths to the table. The wolves with their speed and strategy, the bear with its raw power and finishing ability. Together, they achieved what neither could have done as effectively alone. For the ranger, the event was a revelation, a reminder of the complexities of nature and the ever-evolving relationships that define life in the wild. This hunt, witnessed by chance, was a rare and precious glimpse into a world where even the fiercest competitors could find common ground in the pursuit of survival. The ranger, a seasoned wildlife observer with years of experience in some of the most remote and rugged terrains, was accustomed to witnessing nature's raw and unpredictable beauty. However, nothing could have prepared them for what they had just seen. As they packed up their equipment after capturing footage of the bear and wolf pack working together, their mind raced with questions and hypotheses. What had just unfolded before their eyes was not only unprecedented, but also deeply puzzling. This was a behavior they had never read about in scientific literature or witnessed in all their years in the field. The ranger knew immediately that this event needed to be studied, documented, and shared with the broader scientific community. The initial discovery of the bear and wolves hunting together had been purely accidental. The ranger had been on a routine patrol in a remote forest region, monitoring wildlife activity as part of a long-term conservation project. Equipped with binoculars, a high-resolution camera, and a GPS tracker, they were recording data on predator populations and their movements. This area, known for its dense underbrush and diverse ecosystem, was home to both wolves and bears, among other species. Encounters with these animals were not uncommon, but interactions were usually marked by conflict, not cooperation. When the ranger first spotted the bear following the wolf pack, they assumed it was a classic case of scavenging behavior. Bears are known to trail wolves in the hope of stealing their kill, taking advantage of the pack's hunting efforts. Yet, as they observed the group for longer, it became clear that this was something entirely different. The bear wasn't trailing at a distance or acting opportunistically. It was actively participating, moving in sync with the wolves, almost as if it were part of the pack. Intrigued, the ranger decided to follow the group, using their expertise to remain undetected. Over the next several hours, they watched the extraordinary events unfold, documenting the collaboration from the initial tracking of the elk to the strategic execution of the hunt. By the time the wolves and bear began sharing the kill, the ranger was left in awe, fully aware that they had just witnessed something extraordinary. But questions lingered. Was this a one-time occurrence, or had this behavior been happening unnoticed? What factors could have led to this alliance, and what did it mean for the broader ecosystem? Determined to find answers, the ranger began an in-depth investigation. They reviewed their footage repeatedly, analyzing every detail of the interaction. The behavior of the wolves and the bear was carefully dissected, from their body language to their movements and roles during the hunt. The footage showed no signs of tension or competition between the two species. Instead, it revealed a seamless partnership, with both parties contributing equally to the success of the hunt. This level of cooperation was unlike anything the ranger had seen before. To gain further insights, the ranger began reaching out to colleagues and experts in wildlife behavior. Emails were sent to biologists, ecologists, and researchers specializing in predator dynamics. The rangers shared the footage and their observations, asking for input and theories. The responses were a mix of astonishment and skepticism. While many acknowledged the rarity of such an event, some questioned whether it was a fluke or the result of unusual environmental pressures, such as food scarcity. Others speculated that this could be an example of learned behavior, possibly passed down through generations or triggered by a specific set of circumstances unique to this ecosystem. Eager to delve deeper, the ranger decided to revisit the site of the hunt to gather more data. They set up a network of motion-activated cameras in the area, hoping to capture further interactions between the bear and wolves. Tracks and scat samples were collected for analysis, providing clues about the animal's movements and diets. The ranger also spent days observing the territory, meticulously documenting any signs of repeated cooperation or interactions between the species. The investigation uncovered some intriguing patterns. Analysis of the tracks suggested that the bear had been traveling with the wolf pack for at least several days before the hunt. Scat analysis confirmed that both the bear and wolves had been subsisting on similar prey, indicating a shared reliance on the same food sources. Additionally, the motion-activated cameras captured more footage of the bear and wolves together, though no additional hunts were recorded during the observation period. The ranger began to piece together a potential explanation. It appeared that this alliance might have been born out of necessity rather than preference. The region, while rich in biodiversity, had been experiencing subtle ecological shifts. Unusually harsh winters, followed by dry summers, had reduced prey availability, creating a challenging environment for predators. Under these conditions, competition between species would typically intensify. But in this case, it seemed to have led to an unexpected form of cooperation. The ranger also considered the possibility of individual personalities playing a role. Studies have shown that certain animals, particularly highly intelligent species like bears and wolves, can exhibit unique behaviors based on individual traits. The bear's willingness to cooperate and the wolf's acceptance of its presence could have been influenced by the temperament and experiences of the specific individuals involved. As the weeks went by, the ranger compiled their findings into a detailed report, complete with video evidence, observational notes, and expert commentary. The report was submitted to a prominent wildlife research journal, sparking widespread interest and debate. Wildlife organizations and research teams expressed a keen interest in studying the phenomenon further, with some proposing collaborative studies to monitor predator interactions in the region. For the ranger, the experience was both humbling and inspiring. It served as a reminder of the infinite complexity of nature and the endless surprises it holds. The alliance between the bear and wolves was not just a rare event, but a testament to the adaptability and resilience of life in the wild. It challenged preconceived notions about predator behavior and opened new avenues for understanding the intricate web of relationships that sustain ecosystems. The ranger's discovery would not only contribute to scientific knowledge, but also deepen humanity's appreciation for the mysteries of the natural world. The natural world operates under a set of rules that govern behavior, relationships, and survival. These rules are not static. They evolve over time, shaped by environmental pressures and the needs of individual species. The surprising collaboration between the bear and the wolf pack challenges one of the most fundamental assumptions about the animal kingdom, that apex predators exist in constant competition, unwilling or unable to cooperate. This unusual partnership raises profound questions about the hidden rules that govern interspecies interactions and what circumstances might drive such a dramatic departure from the norm. At the heart of this behavior lies the principle of adaptability. Survival in the wild is a relentless struggle, demanding constant innovation and flexibility. Predators like wolves and bears are equipped with powerful tools, sharp teeth, keen senses, brute strength, but these alone are not always enough to guarantee success. Environmental factors such as food scarcity, habitat changes, and seasonal shifts can force animals to rethink their strategies. When resources become limited, competition intensifies, and even the most dominant predators must explore new ways to secure their survival. One possible explanation for the alliance between the bear and the wolf pack is ecological pressure. The region where the ranger observed this phenomenon had been experiencing significant environmental challenges. A combination of harsh winters, erratic weather patterns, and human encroachment had likely impacted prey populations, making food harder to find. Under such conditions, predators that might normally compete could be compelled to cooperate. For the wolves, the bear's immense strength and ability to deliver a killing blow were valuable assets, compensating for the energy-intensive process of taking down large prey. For the bear, the wolf's speed, tracking skills, and teamwork could greatly improve its chances of a successful hunt. This kind of cooperation is not entirely unheard of in the animal kingdom, though it is rare and usually situational. Biologists have documented examples of temporary alliances between species under specific circumstances. For instance, certain bird species follow large mammals like elephants or wildebeests, feeding on the insects stirred up by their movements. In the marine world, sharks and groupers have been observed hunting together, with groupers flushing prey out of hiding and sharks delivering the final strike. What makes the bear and wolf partnership particularly remarkable is that it involves two apex predators, species at the very top of the food chain, whose interactions are typically characterized by conflict rather than collaboration. Another factor that could play a role in this behavior is intelligence. Both wolves and bears are among the most intelligent mammals, capable of complex problem-solving and learning. This intelligence allows them to adapt to new situations and recognize potential benefits in unlikely scenarios. In this case, the wolves may have learned that the bear's presence increased their chances of success, while the bear may have realized that aligning with the wolves reduced the effort required to secure food. Such behavior suggests a level of awareness and decision-making that goes beyond instinct, hinting at the possibility of learned or experimental behaviors driven by necessity. Social dynamics within the wolf pack and the bear's temperament might also have contributed to the success of this alliance. Wolf packs are highly organized social units, with each member fulfilling a specific role. This structure enables them to coordinate their efforts effectively, whether defending their territory or taking down prey. The inclusion of a bear in their hunting strategy may have required a level of social flexibility, a willingness to adapt their hierarchy and routines to accommodate an outsider. Similarly, the bear's acceptance of the wolf's presence suggests a tolerance or even a willingness to engage in cooperative behavior. Individual personality traits, such as the bear's level of aggression or the wolf's ability to accept unfamiliar partners, could have played a significant role in facilitating this interaction. Scientists who have studied interspecies cooperation often point to the concept of mutualism, a relationship in which different species work together for mutual benefit. While mutualism is more commonly observed in smaller species, such as cleaner fish and their hosts, or flowering plants and pollinators, the same principles could apply to larger animals under certain conditions. In the case of the bear and wolves, mutualism may have emerged as a response to shared challenges, with each species recognizing the other's value in overcoming these challenges. The implications of this phenomenon extend beyond the specific case of the bear and wolf pack. It raises broader questions about the fluidity of predator-prey and predator-competitor relationships. Could other apex predators form similar alliances under the right conditions? Are there other examples of such behavior that have gone unnoticed due to the remote and elusive nature of these animals? What role does environmental stress play in shaping the boundaries of interspecies interactions? This event also highlights the importance of continuing to study and monitor ecosystems in detail. As climate change and human activity continue to alter natural landscapes, animals are forced to adapt in ways that may challenge our understanding of their behavior. Observations like the one made by the ranger provide valuable insights into how wildlife responds to these changes and offer a glimpse into the hidden rules that govern life in the wild. Ultimately, the collaboration between the bear and wolf pack serves as a powerful reminder of nature's complexity and resilience. It challenges us to look beyond the rigid categories and assumptions we often impose on the animal kingdom, opening our minds to the possibility of behaviors that defy conventional wisdom. By studying these rare and extraordinary events, scientists can deepen our understanding of the intricate web of relationships that sustain ecosystems and uncover the remarkable ways in which life adapts to survive against all odds. The astonishing sight of a bear and wolf pack working together during a hunt does more than captivate the imagination. It prompts us to consider the broader implications of such an alliance for the natural world. This rare display of interspecies cooperation challenges long-held assumptions about predator behavior, highlights the adaptability of animals in the face of environmental pressures, and underscores the need for deeper exploration into the complexities of wildlife dynamics. It also raises critical questions about the future of ecosystems and what lessons humanity can learn from these unexpected partnerships. At its core, this phenomenon highlights the remarkable capacity of animals to adapt to changing circumstances. For centuries, humans have categorized wildlife behavior into fixed roles: predators versus prey, rivals versus allies. The cooperative hunting observed between the bear and wolves demonstrates that these boundaries are not as rigid as previously believed. Survival often necessitates innovation, and animals, driven by the pressures of survival, can display remarkable flexibility when traditional methods fall short. This alliance serves as a reminder that nature is not static, but a dynamic, ever-changing system where even the fiercest competitors may find common ground in the face of shared challenges. The event also sheds light on the fragility and resilience of ecosystems. The unusual cooperation between these apex predators likely emerged as a response to environmental stressors, such as declining prey populations or habitat disruption. These pressures are increasingly common in a world shaped by climate change, deforestation, and human encroachment. As ecosystems become more fragmented and resources scarcer, animals are forced to adapt in novel ways, often revealing behaviors that defy traditional scientific expectations. This raises an important question: how many other extraordinary adaptations are occurring unnoticed, hidden in remote or inaccessible regions of the world? For conservationists and ecologists, such behavior offers both hope and a cautionary tale. On one hand, it demonstrates the ability of wildlife to adjust and survive under adverse conditions, showcasing the resilience of natural systems. On the other hand, it highlights the vulnerabilities that lead to such adaptations in the first place. The need for cooperation between a bear and a wolf pack may signal a deeper imbalance in the ecosystem, a warning that environmental pressures have reached a critical point. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies that address not just the survival of individual species, but the health and stability of entire ecosystems. This alliance also prompts a reevaluation of predator dynamics and their role in maintaining ecological balance. Apex predators are often viewed as solitary figures at the top of the food chain, shaping ecosystems through their dominance. However, the cooperation between the bear and wolves suggests that even apex predators can benefit from partnerships, expanding their roles from competitors to collaborators. This has significant implications for how scientists understand and model predator-prey relationships and the cascading effects these interactions have on the environment. The implications extend beyond the animal kingdom, offering lessons for humanity as well. The alliance between the bear and wolves is a powerful example of how cooperation can arise in unexpected places, even among those who might otherwise be adversaries. In a world where humans often struggle to find common ground in the face of shared challenges, nature provides a compelling metaphor for the benefits of collaboration. Just as these predators set aside their differences to achieve a shared goal, so too can human societies learn to work together to address global issues like climate change, biodiversity loss, and resource scarcity. From a scientific perspective, this event underscores the importance of continued research and observation. Wildlife behavior is incredibly complex, and the more we study it, the more we uncover previously unknown aspects of animal life. Advances in technology, such as motion-activated cameras, drones, and GPS tracking, have already revolutionized our understanding of wildlife, enabling us to document phenomena like this one with unprecedented detail. However, much of the natural world remains a mystery, and events like the Bear-Wolf Alliance serve as a reminder of the countless discoveries still waiting to be made. The bear and wolves cooperation also has implications for wildlife management and policy. If such alliances become more common in response to environmental pressures, it could influence how conservationists approach predator populations and their habitats. For example, understanding the conditions that foster cooperation between species might inform efforts to mitigate human-wildlife conflict or design protected areas that support ecological balance. Additionally, this knowledge could aid in predicting how predators might adapt to future changes, helping conservationists stay ahead of potential challenges. Finally, this event has a profound cultural significance. Stories of unusual animal behavior have long captured the human imagination, inspiring myths, legends, and works of art. The image of a bear and wolves hunting together evokes a sense of wonder and curiosity, reminding us of the beauty and mystery of the natural world. It encourages a deeper connection to nature and a greater appreciation for the intricate relationships that sustain life on Earth. By sharing these stories, scientists and storytellers alike can foster a sense of stewardship and responsibility, motivating people to protect the planet and its inhabitants. In conclusion, the alliance between a bear and wolf pack is more than just a rare and fascinating event. It is a window into the adaptability, complexity, and resilience of the natural world. It challenges us to rethink our assumptions about wildlife behavior, highlights the urgent need for conservation, and offers valuable lessons about cooperation and survival. As we continue to study and learn from such extraordinary phenomena, we gain not only a deeper understanding of the animal kingdom, but also a greater sense of our place within it. The story of the bear and wolves is a testament to the endless possibilities that arise when life finds a way to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. Face of adversity. Face of adversity. Face of adversity. Face of